It is another JM-IFY project time. I get to upgrade the amp in my G32, going from a RD500 to an RD1000. This is the new amp I'm trying to install. Somehow I have to fit that here. That's the RD500. It's about half the size of this one. I mocked up a little template, which I'm going to compare real quick and see if it's the same size. It's pretty darn close. You know, I think it's enough to win the turkey, because I'd rather be moving this thing around versus my actual amp itself. I don't want to scratch it up. I had to push my sub box up into the back seat because I need to get under here, unhook the fuse to my power line. Fuse is disconnected, so I am no more power to the amp. And you can see that someone's been in here. I think his name's Jim. Hey, that's me. And has sound dampened living daylights out of this. It's disconnected. Now I gotta pull this guy out of here and see what space I have to work with, and if I need to make a new amp rack board. Yeah, I might have to revert to plan B. I mean, I can kind of get this thing, in here, but it would be at a weird angle, and that I don't think will close under the panel. I'm gonna take this piece out and see if that gives me any extra playroom. So I removed the bottom panel. I could technically fit this amp in here, but then I run into a no support for this panel, because the piece I took out has little places it locks in. I mean, I could optimally make it where it sits on the amp and holds in place like that, but then my other problem is adjusting it, which if I had it upside down, the adjustments would be here. I could get to them. I don't know. I don't really want to lose this little container. Alternatively, I could put it back here or cut out a piece in this area and flush mount it. It'd look nice, but that's some extra work there. I could do this, but then I'd have to cut this whole panel here so I can plug the wires in, which actually, if I did that, then I could technically slide it in. So let me see. No, I could, but I really don't want to cut all this stuff apart. And then there's some other plastic moldings up there. I think I have to install it under the lid here. Get this out of the way. Disconnected the hydraulic spring, and it just pops out. Yeah, I think this amp is asking to be installed there. It's like a perfect fit. I'd have to basically cut out a few areas here to get the power and signal through, and my adjustments are all made on the top. Might still put it on a ABS board. I don't think I need to though. It has been decided, and it's starting to get dark. Darn it. Got my little headlamp on. So I have a hole, 2 holes for the RCAs and for the 4-gauge power wire, plus a little tiny one for the remote. So I gotta fish those guys through, which actually they live under there already, so it shouldn't be a problem. And since the amp rack's not there anymore, I'm gonna put that guy back in his home. See, he goes in there. Trim pieces back in, or dampener. Alright, cables are in place. So now I gotta hook them up and then mount the amp. I did a test screw into this plastic stuff, and I'm gonna use some spacers to keep the amp lifted a little. Should work great. We are almost done. Wired up. I gotta put the mounts under it and test it. We have sound. I need to tune it and set my gains. I like it. It fits perfect. You even have some breathing room under the amp. Kick ass. All done. There it is. That's a big one. There's my trunk. I gotta pull my sub back, which you can't really see. Sorry for the darkness. I can't control it. I did this after I got off work, so I only had a couple hours of light. Actually, this thing only took me maybe 2 hours to do. I am done. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it's not too exciting, but I like doing it. There's the finished product. It's invisible. Nice little stealth box. See you on the next one.